Have you heard about the 80-20 rule or the Paredo Principle? This basically states that 80% of the outcome are gonna come from 20% of the input. Now, this is a framework I'm using when writing sales emails, and today I'm gonna introduce you to it. Have you ever noticed that most sales emails are just a sales pitch? If you go to your inbox right now, you're probably gonna see some newsletters, but the majority of those emails are gonna be sales email from point A to point Z, and they're gonna continue to repeat themselves day in and day out. Now, that's a very exhausting way to sell your course, and it's a very annoying tactic to use for your audience. Your subscribers are gonna disengage very, very quickly. So here's what I do. Over the years, I've developed this approach to sales emails, which is similar to the 80-20 Paredo Principle rule, which basically in my practice looks like this. In an email promotion where I have 11 emails over 2 weeks, 80% of that promotion is going to be geared towards delivering value, and I'll explain what value is in a little bit. And then 20% of those emails are gonna be pure sales pitches. Now, there's a place and time for a sales pitch, and this is why I use the 80-20 approach. Now, in the beginning, when someone is just joining your email list, they probably have pretty good problem awareness. They probably joined your email list because they have a specific problem. Maybe they searched Google for it, maybe they searched YouTube for it, and they somehow found you. They went to your website, or they saw a short or a video where you talked about a lead magnet or a course you have. So they went to your website, they got that freebie, and now they're on the email list. But here's what happens. Over time, that specific subscriber is going to become less and less aware of the specific problem that brought them to you. So if you don't use email marketing and your social media channels to continue to engage with that specific subscriber, you're going to lose their interest. Now, this is a mistake that a lot of people are making with their sales emails. They don't take that into account. They believe or they treat all their subscribers the same, meaning that if I want to send a sales promotion right now, I'm going to assume that the person on the other side of my email is in the same problem awareness state they were when they actually signed up for my email list, which is not true. So when I write an email promotion, I begin with this fact in mind. The person on the other side has probably lost interest or isn't in the same problem awareness level as they were when they joined my email list. So what I do is I have to bring them back into it. What is the problem they have? Why have they joined my email list? Have they made any progress in the meantime? I take those things into account, and then I think of what are some ways that them being less aware of the problem they're having is impacting their life at the moment. And that's how I begin the email promotion. Those first emails, they're going to talk about the problem they have. They're going to introduce them to other problems they might not be aware of, or maybe they haven't even connected the dots that those problems are connected to the unsolved problem that we're going to talk about in this promotion. That helps bring back the subscriber into the problem awareness they were in the beginning when they join my email list. And that helps me bridge the gap between whatever they're doing right now and me trying to sell them something. Those emails, they're very focused on analyzing the symptoms of the problems they have. They're also creating the need for that specific subscriber to start thinking about solving their specific problem, which isn't an easy thing to do. Now, those are my first 3 emails. They're very focused on just one thing, problem awareness, and delivering massive value. My next 3 emails, they're gonna softly introduce the offer, but they're still not 100% focused on the sales pitch. I'm still talking to the specific false beliefs, limiting patterns, or failed attempts to solve the initial problem. Again, these are focused on the subscriber, their problems, their needs, their issues, their fears, their concerns with the solution or the outcome they're after, not the product itself. Now, within these first 3 promo emails, what I'm doing is I'm focusing 80% of the content to deliver the value, and only 20% of it is gonna be focused on an actual sales pitch. At this point, the sales pitch is pretty soft. I casually mentioned that there's a limited time offer, but I don't talk a lot about it. I focus more on making sure the audience goes through these exercises or the copy that is meant to help them shift beliefs. Now, these are the first 3 sales emails because I'm talking about the offer, even if it's a soft pitch. The next 3 emails will talk about the offer more and more, but it's not going to be again focused on this amazing product we have. No, I'm gonna take other false beliefs they have and I'm gonna resolve them with things from the actual course. So are you struggling with this? Well, let me show you how we are approaching this specific obstacle in our course. We have a roadmap. Here's how that roadmap looks. Well, will it work for you? Well, I don't know because I haven't met you personally, but it has worked for these people. So let me show you what Monica, what Tobias, what Thomas were able to achieve with the lessons in this course. Now, we're gradually moving towards the last part of our promotion, the 20% of things. And now these are 3 emails for me that I use in the last 48 hours of the promotion. And it's 48 hours alert, which answers all the common questions, and you would probably know this as a frequently asked questions email. Obviously, this is going to be only about the product. The last 2 emails were you would normally just use urgency and have like plain messaging that says, hey, this expires tonight, go get it here. That's where the art comes through. Now, what I do in that last day, 24 hours, is a morning reminder of everything included in that specific offer with a plain messaging that says, hey, this expires tonight. If you've missed this out because your life is busy, but you're still curious about what's included, here is a reminder. And then the last email in that sequence is going to be connected to the product, but not in a way that is only about, hey, get it now because this expires. No, we're going to talk again about some kind of limiting belief that is keeping your audience from actually enrolling and claiming that discount. And it could be a fear of starting something new. It can be feeling overwhelmed. It can be a personal false belief they have about what they're able to do. It could be a fear of the future. It could be something that someone told them or something that's so common in the industry that they believe it's true. So even though we're starting that email saying, hey, today, like this is my last reminder about this % discount on this course, which 10,000 people have loved, you're still not comfortable enough to take action now. And it's probably because self-doubt, or because you've tried so many things before and nothing has worked, or because you're thinking, how will this time be any different? I've invested so much money into buying courses just like this one that are promising they're gonna help me achieve this outcome, and yet I wasn't able to find the time or build enough motivation to actually get it done. And that's when you put your coaching hat on again and you talk about that specific false belief. And instead of just generally speaking about the problem, you're going to solve it with something in your course. So are you afraid this time you're not going to use what you've invested your money in? Well, that's a pretty fair concern. But here's how this time is going to be different, because we've built in all these different accountability and checkup mechanisms in our course to make sure that our students, once once they get in, they're on the fast track to success. Feeling overwhelmed? I get it. Like, it's so hard to know where you should even start. And if you're just a beginner, what will you do first? How will you know which elements, which lessons in this course are gonna help you get immediate results? Well, this is why we made sure that once you enroll, you get a one-on-one personal coaching call that will help you assess where you are stuck and what are the areas you should be working on first. Or we've made it so easy for anyone to make the most of this course because we have a roadmap with specific challenges for each level. So if you're just starting with English, then you should be focusing on these specific elements. So we're gonna show you that exact roadmap, and you'll be focusing only on the exact elements that are gonna help you move from beginner to intermediate in the next 6 months. Nothing more, nothing less. So that's how you employ urgency without making it fear-mongering. And I've talked about this in another video. You'll find the link below. And I'm also talking about how you can use things like procrastination and the overwhelm of starting something new in your urgency emails. And I actually include examples in my ebook, which is called Inspire Action, Not Anxiety. And again, you'll find the link below. Now, this was an overview of my 80-20 approach to sales emails. As you can see, this is not a purely salesy pitch. I take a very different approach, which means that there's going to be a soft burn. I'm helping you build a brand for the long term. I'm helping you build a business for the long term. If that's something you're interested in and you'd like my help, just email me at hello@monicabadiu.com. You'll find that email address below and tell me where you're stuck. I would love to know if I can help you.